Hi, everybody. You know, it's funny. This was, I should let you respond there. Got a little eager, I'm young and eager over my skis already. Haven't even started the conversation yet. Pretty typical. So today was my second board meeting, and you can imagine, you know, we were talking to the students earlier. I got this job when I was 38 years old. That's kind of a different thing. We've got a lot of very successful people in the room, but I feel like I just graduated from high school like 4 days ago. And so, you know, it's funny, I still remember the first board meeting that we had in January and then the second one today. And I felt the exact same way today as I did in January, which was, you know, we walked into the first meeting was at this beautiful boardroom at the top of KPMG. Like, it was like the United Nations. I've never seen things pop out of the table anywhere. You know, in tech, it's a whiteboard with like 4, you know, dried out magic markers. That's the boardroom. But you know, you walk in and you immediately see all these legends around you, you know, not the least of which is Sandy, and you're thinking to yourself, I can't believe I'm even sitting next to these people. And I felt like my first order of business should have been to go get everybody a cup of coffee. And it's just very humbling to be, you know, a part of such an amazing group, but even more importantly, contributing to the cause that we're here to talk about. You know, so Lenovo's been a part of NAF for the last 7 years, and I've only been there for about 15 months, so I will take no credit for what's happened thus far. But what I will tell you is the cause hits home for a lot of different reasons, and I look at Lenovo, and I've gone on record with this as the second chapter of a 2-chapter career, so you know, unless I really muck this thing up, I'm hopefully here to stay. And what I'd like to do is play some small part in, you know, completely turbocharging the cause and just dumping a load of gasoline on it so that we can really take this thing to the next level. So that's what I look forward to contributing. Thanks. You know, so Sandy talked about my home state for a good couple of seconds there. So just to give you a bit of background, you know, I come from a very loving, very, very hardworking family in Detroit. My mother taught kindergarten for 25 years. My dad was a security guard at Kmart. He worked at Home Depot selling carpeting, worked at Tim Hortons in the drive-thru for about 10 or 11 years, probably gave away or ate half the donuts versus charging for them because he didn't have the audacity to charge half the community for the donuts. But I'm also the youngest of 3 boys. So the next oldest is plus 10, plus 13 years old. And the message there is, you know, education was always paramount in a Polish family. Both parents did go to school, but it was hard work, and we all worked through college. And you know, what I would say there is, let me just keep to the tracks here, because when I think about family, I start to get a little bit broken up. I'm blessed to be here, and it was a bit of against all odds for a lot of us. But I think what's important to think about is we all get these breaks. And without several breaks, there is no chance that I would have lucked out to this calling that was this job I got when I was 38 years old. And look, I wish it was just all about getting good grades and hard work and relationships and humility and all the things that are noble that, you know, a lot of us can do right. But the fact is, it's more than that. It's the lightning bolts of that first internship. It's that jolt of life that is somebody that you meet that can help map out a potential destination. For me, that was as simple as it being my oldest brother. That the moments where you have the chance to meet a mentor that is willing to help you and you want to emulate and all these sorts of things, those are the game-changing moments that are step functions that can change trajectories of lives and careers. And when I think about NAF, I think about it being one power in the universe that can force and provoke the jolts, the step functions, and the bolt of lightnings. And I think that's what makes the cause so very, very special. Absolutely. So the reason I have this card is I've got a couple of numbers and some names that I didn't want to forget. You know, the one thing I'll say is this is Lenovo accepting this award as we had talked about. I'm glad it was positioned that way. Thank you very much, JD. But you know what I will say is, you know, for Lenovo, this isn't just about improving its workforce down the future. It's not just about having its logo on a great cause. We live, eat, sleep, and breathe NAF. If you look at the Lenovo Scholar Network, it started in 2014 with 10 NAF schools, NAF Academies with 400 students. It's now 133 with 7,000 students. If you look at NAF at Lenovo, we do an enormous amount of one-on-one mentoring. We do public speaking contests, and as a matter of fact, coincidentally, this Friday we have 100 NAF students coming in from around the area for mock interviews with 100 employees on a Friday afternoon. Now, I think that's kind of special. Friday afternoon, it's been a long week. You know, we still can't wait to do it. It's been our 6th year working with MIT on the mobile app design program, which I think is just absolutely spectacular. One of the coolest things that we have coming up is we have another 30 NAF high school interns starting at Lenovo for the summer for paid internships, like real jobs. Like, we're not talking like go mat boxes, it's the important stuff. You know, so I really am proud of that. I mean, you know, we're the biggest computer manufacturer on the planet, but truly the people are the secret sauce, as you all know. And I've learned even more recently just how dedicated Lenovo employees are about giving back and paying it forward. It's not just a company mantra, it's in the fabric and the DNA of the people of the entire company. We spend countless hours and dollars with the American Red Cross, the Boys and Girls Club of America. Coming to this company was a calling, and I'm learning that it was just more about fixing business problems. It was that you had the chance to make some small impact in the broader community, which is just very, very important. I should thank Karen Ondrick. I know she was here earlier. I gave her a hug and a quick kiss. There she is. Got some bright lights here. So Karen retired from Lenovo, 2017? But she's the reason in the sort of the force of the universe that had NAF and Lenovo fall in love with one another. And so without her involvement and, you know, her stewardship in getting us into the cause, we wouldn't be here today. And so, Karen, thank you so much. You're an elegant, wonderful lady. I look forward to working with you even more. The person that introduced me to the cause had a mechanical issue on his flight and is not making it, but Vice President at Lenovo, his name is Rob Cato. He's the one that said, hey, I'm doing this thing at NAF Next for the 2nd year in a row on the mobile app thing. This is a cause you like. He kind of knew about me, and I said, okay, let's learn more. And next you know, here we are. So, Rob, sorry about the bird, buddy, but it's one more night home with your kids. And so, in conclusion, one other thing, if I may. So if you think about what we do, you know, we promote STEM education and STEM academies. We create work opportunities to step function and be that jolt of lightning as early as high school in the corporate environment. What if there was a world where we could start to get more serious about creating internships in a post-secondary environment? And maybe some of you know about what we're doing in one institution on the West Coast. Sandy had mentioned some things that we're looking to do at my alma mater, University of Michigan, the University of Sandy Weil, I should say, by the way, because there's some buildings with his name on it. But what we're looking to do at Lenovo this year is part of announcing here is give $1 million to the cause that is promoting post-secondary education opportunities for NAF, ideally someplace where the NAF students around North Carolina can enjoy it. It doesn't have to be a North Carolina university. We can fly them down to Georgia Tech. Wherever Jim is, that's for you. And go forward there. So very proud to be in the position with the company to have some small part in doing that. I think that can be an absolute game changer. I think the foundation has the absolute right recipe. And what I'd conclude to say here is, look, I know it's been 39 years. I actually didn't know until today it's been 39 years. That's outstanding. But look, I think we're just getting started. And I would just compel all of us to continue our advocacy, our stewardship, our investment, and really take this thing seriously. I think we can be a fountain of lightning bolts and the jolts of things that will change people's lives and be the reason that we're all here today. So thank you so much. Look forward to sharing a drink with you and learning more about you. Cheers.